All right, so if you are an internet sensation, video star, and international superhero such as myself in business, then I don't know why I get these emails that say, do you need any help with ego management? No, I do not need. If I need help with ego management, I'll fly my plane to where you are, right? And I'll come over to your house and ask you for help. But thanks for the offer. I don't need help with ego management. It's no problem. Some help. So young C. Derek kind of reminds me of young MC, but anyway, young C. Derek. Okay, so I'm working on moving some clients' investments over to our fund. Our portfolio is superior. Another guy with a good, well-endowed ego. Our portfolio is superior. A client is stalling on a meeting. What should I do? So this came through hashtag AskPitchAnything. We take it off the stack. Let me address this. For this, I need to go over to the whiteboard. Okay, so we have the problem here of a stalled client. Everybody has that. You have a customer or a prospect or somebody you want to get money from. In order to get money from them, you got to get into a meeting with them, and they don't want to come to that meeting, but you do. So here's a stalled client. Everybody has that. We got to think about this in perspective of our funnel, right? So you got to this client through some funnel. You know, there were a bunch of clients in there that at one point they all kind of looked the same, and then they got more interesting, and then fewer of them got more interesting. So that's your funnel. And at the end of the funnel, so let's call this the sale, there's some client management. So there's meetings, there's proposals, there's contracts. You got to do all that stuff. There's agreements, there's champagne, there's partying, there's dancing, there's yachts, whatever, in order to get to some money. But somehow you got this guy into your funnel, he's stalled out, and you can't get him to a meeting, you can't get him a proposal, you can't get him to a contract, you can't get him to an agreement, and you can't get him to the money. Why? Because he's stalled. So what do you have to do? Well, you have to take some risk, okay, and you have to do some work. See, people want to know how to unstall a client, but take no risk. Let me assure you of this. You want to install a client, you're going to take risk, right? So where are you going to apply that? Well, there's two places. One is restock your funnel and get more people in there, get your funnel more busy, right? And just create more activity. And then you can go back to the stalled client and say, hey, I'm busy, right? If we don't have this meeting this week or next week, then I'm probably just going to take a pass on your business, or I'm going to refer you out to somewhere else. But I'm too busy to handle this. Maybe we can revisit next year. So when you get busy, right, you can put a lot of pressure. So busyness eradicates that says business, busyness. The reason I can't spell it is because it's not a word, all right? Keep that. Busyness is not a word. That's the only reason I couldn't spell it. So busyness, right, kills neediness, which may also not be a word. Busyness kills neediness, right? And that will, and when you're not needy, then that will break loose a client from being stalled. The other thing is you can take some risk, right, and be more aggressive in terms of pushing that client out into a meeting. So one way to do that, instead of saying, hey, would you like to meet on Wednesday or Thursday, you could say, I'm busy. I got busy since we started talking, right? I no longer have this week or next week free. I could do something May 15th. People are much more likely to agree to a meeting if it's further out. So push the meeting out in time. In summary, you got a stalled client, fill up your funnel, right? That makes you busy. Busy kills neediness. And then you can jog loose this stall by being less needy. The other thing is take some risk and say, hey, listen, I am too busy to meet with you. Maybe in a couple weeks I can free up some time and we can talk about it again and get aggressive. But you're going to have to get aggressive and take some risk. That's how you unstall a client. This has been hashtag AskPitchAnything. We'll see you next time. Video conference with someone on a business deal, and they're at home, there's a dog barking, there's a couch in the background, they're at a Starbucks. Get a professional office setting. So you've got audio and a good office setting, and the